2, 1, and we just kind of refresh this. Let's see. Yeah, we are live. Okay. Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Weekend Aquarist. My name is Amar Salvi. I'm the editor and podcast host of the Weekend Aquarist magazine and podcast. And with us today, we have a very special guest who's been on the podcast channel before. I mean, I think it was the very first, one of the first videos that we posted when we visited the Stillwater Aquatics farm of Bangalore. And we have with us the plant doc, Dr. Nataraj. Dr. Nataraj, welcome to the Weekend Aquarist.
Thank
I'll
you.
just give a quick introduction, then I'll ask him for his own introduction. He's a PhD in plant biotechnology, and he has been a part of the Stillwater Aquatics team for really some years now, where he works on the aquatic tissue culture, plant tissue culture project, and he has introduced so many plants to all of us, and he's the one behind some of the plants, all of the plants that come to your your aquarium, your aquascape. If you're buying them from Stillwater Aquatics, he's the guy with the magic touch. Okay, so Dr. Natraj, over to you. Why don't you give us a quick introduction and tell us about how your journey started and how's it going right now?
Hi everyone. So basically, I am from Bangalore. So I'm a Bangalore, I'm being raised up in Bangalore. And yes, I completed my master's in biochemistry and then happened to, take up my PhD in plant biotechnology. Yes, since my graduation time, I had interest in plants, and yes, there was a botany in my graduation that actually made me take the plants again in my PhD, and I basically worked on a medicinal plant in my PhD. So it was a medicinal plant which was growing in Chikmagalur. Then I had some tissue culture part in my research also to standardize the tissue culture protocol for that plant, and then I learned more about the plants, and then once completed my PhD, then I got into still water aquatics. So this was my first job after my PhD, and yes, I joined, and I had to learn about aquatic plants from them. So yes, I although I knew the basic plant science and all that, so aquatic plants was something, it was new for me at that time. Of course, the basic plant science is same, but the aquatic plants is something, kind of a different league.
Right.
So from then, my journey started with the aquatic plants. So initially, yes, I had to learn so many names of aquatic plants. So it was like, there were hundreds of plants, and then I had to, yes, it is a thing that people will feel intimidated with the plant names actually. So when it comes to
Right.
the aquatic plants. So I had to
Right.
look into the plant, then recollect the plants. I used to go watch the plants, then learn so many things initially. Then that is how my journey started, and then now we're working on close to almost 100 varieties which is being cultivated commercially, and then we have another 100 to 150 varieties waiting still to come into the production. So
Wow.
it's like so it's like that. So that is how the journey is, and it's been about 14 years I've been spending time on learning and about the aquatic plants. It is only when people ask me, how long have you been here, then I realize that this 14 years is I don't realize that I've spent 14 years in
Yeah.
the aquatic plant science. So it's
Yeah.
like that.
So I think 14 years. I think you've just started. Like you said, there are 150 more plants that you're working on. So The journey has just started. You've laid the foundation. I don't know how many viewers know Still Water Aquatics supplies plants to all over the world. I mean, it's like
Correct,
goes
correct,
through Japan and ADA
correct.
Japan, and so it's a proud feeling when one gets when they see those things. And I've got some nice photographs of Doc in Japan, and just behind him are the plants that he's worked on over here and he's sent over there. So amazing! It must be an amazing feeling, huh, Doc?
Yes. Yes, totally. Ultimately, it's a team effort. I know it's a team effort, total team effort. Efforts coming in from all people in the team, starting from Mr. Ali, then the investors, all that. So it is starts from there, and then it comes to lower down to the production team also. And yes, it feels we see the videos and the photos in the social media, when people open our plants, and then it feels so nice that it is reaching all over the world, and people are using it in their layouts, and then the terrariums or the nature aquarium. And also they give some feedback that the plants are good, the quality is good, we
Right,
like the plants. Then we feel happy that it's like kind of a good satisfaction, the ultimate satisfaction that what we get
right.
when yeah, it's like that.
You, you must have also had some challenging moments, because when you started tissue culture in India, I mean, those were nascent years,
Yes.
15 years back and all. And I'm sure there must have been some good learnings along the way. Any particular learning that comes to mind?
Yes, I mean the initial the shipping, the production. Yes, it's taken it's so many things have changed over a period of time. We've taken small steps, like improving everything, maybe improving the quality of the plants, to how the plants are shipped to the clients. So all
Right,
that has changed drastically over a period of time. So that is what is making us like successful. So we learn from whatever is happening, and then we try to correct it, and then we try to improve, and then
right.
so that is actually driving us in a good direction.
Awesome, awesome. So this is what we are going to do for the audience. We'll just have a quick presentation where Doc has shared some photographs of his journey, and then we will come down to the plant spotlight, and I'll talk about that as well. So we are going to start a monthly series with Doc, and since he is the one who has been the author of the plant spotlight series in the Weekend Aquarist magazine, we thought, okay, it it's only a natural progression that we move on to a video version of him talking about the plant itself. So this time around, we are going to start with Bolbitis, Heudelotii, and I always screw up the pronunciation, so don't mind. Doc, you've learned so much, so you can correct it, huh? Okay,
Yes.
just give me a second, and I'm going to share screen, and here we go. Okay, now we just look at the presentation. Okay. All right. So you guys can see this. I'm going to start sharing. Doc, you can see it, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
All right. So this is a apt photograph, because this is in Japan, right, Doc?
yes, yes, yes. The ADA lab.
The ADA lab in Japan, and in the backdrop, what you are seeing are the plants that Doc has magically created. Okay, I'm going to share the next one. Okay, and we are just going to thank our platinum partner, ADA India and Stillwater Aquatics, for supporting education, conservation, and the nature aquarium hobby. And thank you for supporting the Weekend Aquarist. We have our two feature partners also to thank. That's going to come down mid roll. But here we go. We start straight off. And I was talking about the Weekend Aquarist magazine, and over here you will see the plant spotlight Bolbitis, Heudelotii, and that's the article that the Dr. Nataraj has been contributing in the magazine, and every month now we are going to have him contribute. Doc, nice hairstyle. Uh, tell us about this photograph.
So yeah, this is in our greenhouse facility actually, where I'm explaining about the plants, maybe some Ludwigia and other the carpet plant like Liliopsis, I think. So these are the candidates actually. They are the part of this ASA program, that is the ADA School of Aquascaping.
Right.
So they take up this kind of a workshop which is being conducted by the ADA India and Still Water Aquatics.
Mm.
So they come and they try. I mean, they learn all. It's scheduled for 3 to 5 days basically, and then they have different sessions going on, and different experts come in and they talk about different topics. So here they are in the farm. They're trying to learn about how the aquatic plants are produced, and then how they're grown in the greenhouse and the tissue culture lab. It's that thing that is going on here.
Right. I see one familiar face, but I'm forgetting his name. Okay, he's into aquascaping also. The guy with the handlebar mustache.
It's- so
Okay.
this is again the same outside the greenhouse facility where we're growing some echinodorus in the outdoor condition. So this is in front of that, plants like some
Yeah.
echinodorus are growing nicely there.
I've seen those.
Uh,
They're amazing. They're really amazing. What am I
so
looking at?
this is about the 5 meter tank in Chikmagalur what Stillwater Aquatics has done. So it's in the facility in Chikmagalur. So it's a
Wow.
huge 5 meter tank. So
Right.
wherein the plants and whole thing is done by Stillwater Aquatics.
Right.
So it's there.
And this is like a 5 meter tank. And what is the width and the height of this tank?
I think it should be about 5 feet height. Then with
Uh-huh.
the yes. So I mean they've used so many lights there,
Right.
the multiple RGB lights going there,
Right.
and they wanted a kind of only green plants there. So they've used mostly anubias, and then the ferns goes in there, like
Yeah.
the petrolus trident, all that.
Right.
So it's like it's more like the green foliage tank.
Right. And for the audience again, you may not get a sense of scale because Doc is quite tall. I'll probably come next to his shoulder. Okay, so and I'm 5'8", so Doc is quite tall. So this is a tank. Okay, so amazing scale, amazing. Yeah, Doc, tell us about this.
Uh, so this actually is in some part of the Kerala actually. So
Uh,
where we were on on the mission to hunt some plants actually. So 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 in the first you can see me fully covered up, protecting myself from the leech. So the other thing is in the water stream where we could find some nice cryptocorynt and some nice the ferns growing on the rocks, and
right,
then some bryophytes like Physidens, all that. So it was a
right,
nice experience actually. So full of rain, then covering ourselves
right.
with
So
all
the
the
the one
reindeer.
the photograph with the poncho, the blue one. Okay,
Yes,
if I came across you, I would be shit scared looking at you.
yes. So
Yeah,
yes, that was the initial thing, and then this one was little later stage. So
right.
I got used to the rain thing, and then I'm not wearing anything on my
Did, did, did were you lucky enough to catch some leeches on you?
yes,
Oh
the
my,
yes, I got bitten. Yes.
oh my God. Okay. I think that's like, I keep talking to Beta and, Raul and, Balaji and all. This is like, right of passage. If you want to get into it, then the leeches come along. It's like
Yes.
if you're not welcomed by the leeches, then you have not yet arrived. Okay, tell us about this one.
This is again in the Kerala. It was a water stream where we went in deep jungle. It was a water stream, and then luckily we could find some nice cryptocorine CK. So NDT CK. So it's a
Mm.
nice cryptocorine that we could get there, and then we could see how it grows in the nature. So it was a nice experience there. So we could see the crypt growing there in the small stream there. So this was a
Okay,
nice thing, yes,
awesome, awesome.
experience.
Okay,
Okay, this is the recent trip to Coorg. So again, the Japan team from ADA, they were here for some discussion. Then we had a trip to Coorg where we wanted to venture some nice plants there. And then yes, we could see some nice legionandras. Then we could see some nice ferns growing there. And
so
then
who's in the photograph with you?
one is the first one is Sorasan. So he takes care of the international business, and the person behind is Matsumat-san. So he is the he's heading the plant division. He is the plant production
Oh,
head for ADA.
wow.
So it's like that. So it was a nice trip.
And
So we
I
could
see that he's wearing Mean Currents t-shirt, as am
yes,
I. But
yes,
it's so nice to see this. I'm really so glad and proud about these made in India stories that are going the world over. Mean Currents t-shirts,
yes,
the Star Boys t-shirts
okay,
are one of them. Okay,
yes.
tell us.
So this again the end of the trip where we stayed in Coorg actually. So it was we had a last moment where we could click one picture when we were about to leave. It was part of the Coorg trip. So where we
Nice,
stayed basically,
nice,
yes.
nice, nice.
Because this is again with Araki-san. So in our nature aquarium festival, which happened in a grand fashion.
Right,
In so So it was nice having him here, and it was a nice gift that he did for all of us. So we
right.
shared a nice experience.
Right. And this tank is now in the Stillwater Aquatics gallery as a showcase tank.
Yes.
We have a photo of this also because it also features the Bolbitis, and we have a photograph of this tank also coming up. Okay. Yes.
Again, this is on the left is in the ADA lab again. So on the right is with Kondo-san and Araki-san here in the Nature Aquarium Festival, where it happened in the palace grounds. So that is part of that. So
Right. And on the right side is the Paluda 60 that escaped.
yes, correct.
Um, okay. Nice one. Okay. Tell us.
So this is in the largest, one of the largest, the aquarium thing in Sumida, Japan.
Mm,
So I got a chance to visit there, and then happened to see, the big aquarium there. So
mm.
it was very exciting to see, such big aquariums, nature aquariums.
Yes.
So maintained by, ADA. It was very nice. It was a wonderful experience.
Amazing how they maintain it at such
Yes,
scale.
yes.
All right, we are now ready to start with the Bolbitis screens, and while we go through this, I'm also going to pick up some questions now. Ashraf, you need to slow down. You've already asked some 10 questions. Or what? Okay, I see a lot of questions from Ashraf over here, so I'm going to pick them up as we go through the Bolbitis article. And today's spotlight article is on Bolbitis Heudelotii. I got it right. Okay. And here it is. This is from the magazine. Okay. And for those of you who are already subscribed to the magazine, thanks a lot. But for those of you who haven't yet, do subscribe. This is a collectible, and you can build your own collection as we go on month. Okay, so Doc, tell us why this is one of your favorite plants.
See, because I mean, Bolbitis Heudelotii is, one of the, nice aquatic fern, basically, because people will like it, or I personally like it because the foliage, what it has, be it underwater or be it in the nature. So the foliage or the fronds, the leaf has that nice pinnate structure. Pinnate is that finger-like structure, so
Mm,
it creates a nice elegance in the nature aquarium. So the young leaves is usually translucent kind of thing, allowing the
yes,
light to penetrate through them, and then it looks nice. As they
right,
mature, they give that kind of emerald green kind of effect in the nature aquarium, which makes the
right,
plant look very elegant.
right.
Especially when you're trying to make a kind of a tropical river kind of an ecosystem. So this plant is well suited, and it gives that it goes well with that kind of the setup.
Yeah,
So
and
yes, and
one.
sorry to
No,
add
no, go ahead.
more. So these are basically kind of epiphytic kind of plants, epiphytic ferns, where usually it grows well when when you put them on the rocks or the driftwood. So that is where they belong to in the nature also. That is where they grow in nature
Right,
also.
right.
Yes.
And they do love a good flow of water over them.
Yes, right, right. So that's
And
why that's how they get adapted. They get anchored to the rocks nicely
right,
with their adventitious roots.
right,
So that is why that's how they withstand the
yeah,
fast flowing stream in the
right,
nature also.
right. So for the
Yes.
audience, because I have used bulbitis in so many aquariums that I have scaped, and it's my personal favorite also. uh, Never just tie it to a rock and just put it down. Give it a place of its own next to some flow and some good light. It will do wonders. And one of the other things, Doc, that I really like about this plant is when it breaks the surface of the water and then the leaves start changing again.
Yes.
That's another amazing sight
Yes.
when they comes out of the water.
Correct.
Right, right. We are going to see that now. Okay, so
Yes.
here it is. Doc, tell us about this tank, please.
This is this is the center of attraction in the AD. I mean ADA India Gallery Still Water Aquatics. So it's about a 5 feet cube tank. So where we have this bulbitis plant growing luxuriantly in that. So as Mr. Amar said, so as you can see, the bulbitis is kind of in the submerged condition, also growing emerged. That's giving the nice, kind of, look or
Yeah,
the feel. Yes, as Mr. Amar mentioned
yeah.
just
Don't
now.
call me Mr. Amar, Doc.
Yes.
If I start calling you Mr. Nataraj, I mean it's going to be a very formal discussion. Okay, so just call me Amar. That's good enough. Makes me
Yes.
feel young as well. Okay, just about your age,
Okay.
so it's good. Okay,
Okay.
let's go ahead. Okay, so you can see the texture of the
Yes,
plants over
the
here.
text. Yes, yes, yes. And
Okay.
also, the leaves actually they have a kind of leathery texture. In order to withstand the flow. They don't. This is the naturally adapted kind of a thing that this plant has.
Mm,
These
mm,
leaves have. They have the leathery kind of structure. I mean, the feel.
mm,
So to withstand the high, fast flowing water stream, all that. So it's a natural adaptation that the plant
mm,
has
mm.
taken up in the
Right,
nature.
right. Hey, I've got a guest barging in. My dog Shadow, Labrador, and he's kind of barking. Shadow, get out. Okay, so back over here, and these are the various shots which are actually taking us telling us, showing us the texture of these beautiful leaves. You're talking about that spinach type
Correct, correct.
structure also.
That is what we call the pinnate, in the botanical terms. So the
Okay.
pinnate is that finger-like structures that is coming on the fronts. The front is the entire leaf, that
Right.
the entire leaves. So it has that pinnate kind of, the structures, that the finger-like structures. So those are the pinnate kind of. So it varies, when it goes submerged, it's a different kind of, the pinnate formation is different underwater, and it is different when it comes to above, emerged
Yeah.
condition.
We
Yes,
can see the translucency in the
yes, yes.
center of image also.
Yes. That is the wonderful thing about this plant, actually.
So tell us a little bit about fertilization needs of this plant.
So the fertilization is, they usually, they're not kind of, they don't like, going into the substrate, as I told you. So it usually grows well when it is, attached to the rock or the driftwood. So usually the fertilization happens. I mean, the rhizome usually kind of absorbs through the water column in the nature aquarium, and also to some extent the leaves also. So usually it
Hmm.
is through the rhizome or the adventitious roots that is getting attached to the rocks.
Right.
So usually,
Right.
yes, yes,
Right. Beautiful. This is Daichi's aquarium, the one that we were speaking about, and you'll see on the left hand side, the one third over there. That's where the Bolbitis is growing. Beautiful aquarium.
yes. It's now nicely, matured tank now.
Okay, so we are going to go away from the slides, and we are going to, and he's got a Bolbitis plant to show us, which is grown in tissue culture. So I'm looking forward to
No,
that. But before we do that, okay,
sorry.
just
This is sorry. One correct. This is not the tissue culture. This is the
no,
greenhouse grown plant. I just
yeah, I got confused with the cup. Okay, and but before we go ahead, I just wanted to thank our feature partners also. Our feature partners are the 2 Hour Aquarist and the TC Nature Lab. Thank you for supporting the Weekend Aquarist. And for those of you who haven't subscribed, you can subscribe to the magazine, or you can join us on YouTube. You can either join us for the Insider program or the Inner Circle. The details are on our channel itself. But, every support that you give the Weekend Aquarist goes a long way in the independent publishing media that we have got. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. Just give me a moment. Okay, and I'll go back if it permits me now. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, right, Doc. You have something to show us, right?
Yes,
Just
yes. So this is the Bolbitis plant, which is actually, shipped in this. This is called, this is the LC format. So this is the LC cup format what we have in our product line, and
Mhm.
so this is the Bolbitis plants that what
Oh, beautiful.
so we grow in our greenhouse. So this will have, each thing will have the rhizome as well as the kind of,
Wow.
so it
So
will have
each pot will have what? Five
about
rhizomes?
yes, about 4 to 5 rhizomes
Wow.
with the leaves and with the foliage. Yes.
Oh, they are so beautiful. They're so tempting. They're so tempting. Okay, I've got some questions. I'm going to pull out the questions. Okay. Ashraf has just been shooting questions. Okay, I can see. Uh, I have used multiple brands of TC cups. However, ADS TC cups have a higher success rate after planting. I know it's a trade secret, but give us a glimpse of how or why they are unique.
Yes, I mean, yes, this is the common thing that, yes, everybody, usually likes to know, actually. So yes, we mainly focus not just producing the plants.
mm,
So we focus on the quality of the plants.
mm,
So, and we also, once we produce the plant, it's not just that it goes, live into the market.
mm,
So we do the trial. We try to grow them in our facility in the gallery, and yes, and also, we get feedbacks from ADA Japan
mm,
also
mm,
regarding the plant. And then, yes, it is a collective team effort, and then we just see how it is doing. Then only, when everything is right, and then we, try to, release it into the market. So it
mm,
is like
mm.
that. So that is what is basic thing that we follow, and that is, that is the high success rate is what.
Right, right, right. Uh, One more question is okay. What is the one plant you would like to see in the near future that you're planning to launch inside a TC cup? Is what Ashraf is asking.
There are so many plants that is coming up. Uh, Maybe Oponigeton crispus red may come out soon. So it's kind of a reddish kind of lace plant. So
Right.
Oponigeton crispus red, and then there are so many other new varieties also. Yes, in the pipeline.
Wow.
So this is one of that thing.
Okay. Ashraf is letting out a trade secret right now. Yeah, by letting you know what's coming up. We've got a question from London. How about the stability of white variants of epiphytes, anubias, and buse, and stem plants sold in TC in a planted tank? What is required for the successful establishment in a planted tank? So I'll take the let's break it up into the question relating to the stability of white variants of epiphytes, anubias, and buse.
So white variety, yes, we have India Still Water Aquatics. We have been producing this Anubias Snow White. So I can maybe tell more about this basically. So it needs you'll have to maintain low nitrogen,
Mm, mm,
good lighting. So
mm.
placing your white plants in the aquascape matters. So maintaining a low nitrogen, then it will keep the plants, the white foliage is maintained well.
Right. Wow. What about we switch that question to the stem plants sold in TC? Uh, Somebody once, advised me long back, that some of the stem plants, if you remove it from the TC cup and wash off the agar gel, instead of straightway planting it into the soil, if you leave it floating for a day or two, and when they start giving off roots, new roots, that is the time when you plant them, they will grow better. What are your thoughts on that?
No. See, as tissue culture, the production facility, what we have. So we basically focus on producing the roots as such
Hmm.
when it is grown in the tissue culture
Hmm. Hmm.
cups.
Hmm.
So we focus mainly on getting the roots also, because roots
Hmm.
are very important.
Hmm.
So the plant without the root is not good to survive anywhere, be
Right.
it an aquatic plant, be it any general plant. So
Right.
it is not good.
Right.
So mainly here in Stillwater Aquatics, we focus on producing good rooted plants,
Right.
be it whatever plant in tissue culture or in the greenhouse format.
Right.
So we basically focus on producing good rooted plants, and the rooted plants are best, for planting.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that because in your TC cups, the roots are very well formed. I mean, they are literally, they have taken over the
Yes.
bottom of the cup,
Yes.
and they're very, very nicely established. I hope that answers your question, Nandan. Sorry for hijacking that. Uh, okay. Ashraf, you're asking too many insider questions. Huh? Ashraf is asking what is the code IC and AP stand for?
So ICS. it's our own trade code. That's all. There's nothing that it's nothing to do with any. It's a demarcation between the tissue culture plants and the greenhouse.
Right,
That's there.
right. So the AP code is for your the greenhouse plants.
Yes, correct.
Correct. Okay. Uh, so Nandan has got one more question, which is: are there any rare species of native aquatic plants that SWA and ADA India is trying to propagate through TC as part of your conservation efforts?
Yes, there are quite. I'm not sure whether it is the right platform to tell about it. I'm
Hmm.
not. Yes, but yes, yes, we are doing. So maybe if everything goes right, then I think it will soon come into the market also.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
yes, but yes, we're trying to work
Right.
on
Right.
to.
Right. Uh, got one more question from Ashraf. Doc, Western Ghats or Eastern Ghats, which is more closer to your heart in terms of plant species?
No, it's not Western Ghats. It's like it is. It boils down to the plants. Wherever we find good plants, and then yes, it is. It is not just the zonal thing or
Right,
something. So wherever, yes. So even northeast also, no
right.
problem. So, but yes,
But
plants.
do you still come across newer and newer varieties that are new to science as well, and
Yes, there are
we're
plenty
discovering?
of plants to be explored, even in Western Ghats, of course, yes.
Right, right,
So it's very difficult to get in there. So there are so many plants but still unexplored.
right. You know, that's one of the things that we should continue exploring, and
Yes,
just to make sure that they are documented, and
correct,
they don't just disappear
correct, correct,
as their biosphere disappears, okay, or
correct,
is under
correct,
tremendous stress.
correct,
So it's a good thing that most parts of the western eastern ghats are also protected, but we need to kind of keep looking out and documenting them. So you guys are doing a fantastic job over there as well. Okay, let me just see if there are any more questions. I think I skipped one of Ashraf's question. Okay, which is the most complex plant which takes a lot of time to grow before taking it to production?
so there are so many plants that is so it is still stuck in in the lab. So there are we working on some Drosera species. So which is one of the some of the Droseras is very slowest growing plants. So it
Okay,
is yes, and it takes a lot of time. Sometimes it is just stuck. So we need to revise the media, all that, and see understand the plant growth, how it grows, and then you get any lead. You get some growth leads. Then based
response.
on
Yeah.
that, yes, the response, yes, and then we take it from there. And to be
Wow.
frank, yes, so many plants got stuck. As I told you, we're working on so many other varieties. So even in TC, yes, tissue culture, yes, so many plants are just stuck because we're not able to get the right quality. And as I mentioned, so
Right.
it's just not that we just grow and then we send it to the market. So we focus
Right.
on so many other parameters also
Right.
rather than just
Right.
growing the plant. So it is in that way, we have so many other plants that is just, you know,
Right.
it is with us, but it's not yet come into the market.
Right. Right. So till the time the plant does not stabilize,
Yes,
and so that's when you will decide whether it's ready for mass production or not.
correct.
Okay, I've seen, for those of you who are watching this particular episode, I have not seen Dr. Nataraj earlier. There is a two-part episode that we've published in the Weekend Aquarist channel, visiting the Still Water Aquatics farm as well as the tissue culture lab, which they gave us. I was lucky to be invited inside. They don't allow anybody inside, so there is some amazing footage over there. So for those of you who have seen it, yes, it's one of the earlier videos, but yeah, so it's got, I got a lot of flack also for those videos. Okay, so my friend who was doubling up as a cameraman, I can share now. He was just doubling up as a cameraman. I told him, hey, come over, help me out here.
Yes,
So
I know.
we had this gimbal, and we had the iPhone on the gimbal, and for some reason he thought taking very low shots is the best kind of angle, and also he was experimenting all sorts, and we got some flack. These comments are still there. Somebody saying, hey, is your cameraman shot by anywhere? So yeah, so we had some good fun moments. You've got an amazing farm over there, growing immersed plants. You've got a fantastic world class tissue culture lab, which obviously is the one from where everything is exported. So Doc, it's been an amazing, you know, 45 minutes or so that we've been kind of chatting. I just, in case the audience has any question, just ping it on the chat and I'll pick that up. But this is going to be a monthly series, and we are going to talk about one plant species or the other. Okay, with Doc, whatever is featured in the magazine is going to be featured in the interview as well. So looking forward to more such interactions, and we have kickstarted the series. Thanks for picking up and joining us on this. I know you had to start early today just to kind of make it back home through the Bangalore traffic. So thanks once again, Doc. And it's been a wonderful conversation. I look forward to having more and more of these conversations with you. And
Thank
for
you.
the audience, thank you for being there. Some of you have been following us right from inception on the Saturday Night Live. Uh, Ashraf, Nandan, some of you have Vinod Salvi. By the way, Vinod Salvi is not related to me. Okay, he's a subscriber. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. Please keep supporting and sharing about the Weekend Aquarist podcast and magazine to your friends. Looking forward to many such interactions, many such wonderful weekends. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the live stream now. Just a minute. Cue.